going to say something, and it might be an unpopular opinion, but you are not a better person for not voting. You are not a morally superior person for not voting. You are not an ethically righteous person for not voting. You are, in fact, just showing your privilege that the policies and the laws that are being enacted under a certain candidate just don't matter so much in your life that you can just choose not to vote. That is such a privilege to be able to vote in the first place. I have no problem with people critiquing Kamala Harris's experience as being a judge or her policy stances and things like that. What I don't understand is why y'all are trying to deter people from voting for her. My thing is, as much as y'all are trying to tell us who Kamala Harris is, it's like y'all forgot who Donald Trump is. At the end of the day, in this scenario, there is a lesser evil. I think y'all do not understand. There is only one candidate here who has a cult-like following.
And we forget that it's okay to take the cape off.
This party behind her, but she's doing something, she's fixing some problems on the left. This whole thing has been an implicit critique of problems that we've had on the left. The left before we walked in here was about justice, diversity, trigger warnings, reparations for the past, and a bunch of party poopers and scolds. That was the knock on the left. We have gone from talking about justice, which is wonderful, but now it's about freedom. It's not just about diversity, it's about patriotism. It's not just about trigger warnings. In fact, that's gone. It's tough, tough, tough. Reparations for the past? No. Fight for the future. Party poopers? No. We legal reparations for the past? No. Fight for the future. Reparations for the past? No. Fight for the future. Party poopers? No. We legalize fun. We legalize fun. We put the party back in the Democratic Party.
And there is one candidate here who has people who genuinely believe he is Messiah. Like, do you hear that? I don't think y'all understand. When this man gets back in office, he is on a revenge tour. He is avenging what he feels like was done wrong to him. He is going to set himself up so that he is better off after this. He does not care about America. He told Mike Pence to put him over the Constitution. And this is such a regular occurrence. Like, everybody feels like, oh, it'll never happen to me. It'll never happen to that. Tyranny happens. Tyranny happens. Tyranny happens. Tyranny happens. Across all decades and centuries in all countries. Y'all think just because it's America, it'll never happen. Donald Trump literally said he would negotiate a third term. He does not care about the Constitution. This man is a known con artist, and his latest con is being a politician. I don't understand. I perfectly understand having beef with Kamala, but I need y'all to, like, you telling people not to vote for her is a vote for him. Even if you don't want her to be president, she could be a placeholder until 2028.
Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
So what's going on, family? As y'all seen this video of this woman who is clearly not a foundational Black American freedman, asking and talking about the importance of us voting, which means us voting for Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party, which is just more benign neglect. As we also seen Van Jones tell Black America just exactly what Kamala Harris's and the DNC's idea of a black agenda is, which it is putting it in the rear view, not even worried about justice anymore, by the way. Notice how they did not have Phineas in attendance of the DNC sitting up there making sure they got all these photo ops like they just did at the White House Juneteenth celebration with all of these black artists. Now notice, Joe Biden was really trying to blacken it up and putting black folks in front of it. With Kamala Harris, she's going in the opposite direction. But somehow they want us to get along and go on board with that. it's very interesting. We still keep having all of these people with dual allegiances and allegiances to other countries and other groups. And then they come around us and tell us what we should be doing and what we should not be doing and who we should support. And we shouldn't question people because of their race, which is still not a foundational Black American. So Kamala Harris is not tied to our culture. That much is already evidently clear. But with that being said, we are now seeing like people like Uncle Luke coming out the woodwork, really trying to blacken up himself and trying to insert himself in the Black conversation and speaking for Black American men, which he does not. He's a Bohemian. So what he has an issue with, and they always see foundational Black American freedmen. One of your parents or one of your of your lineage is a freedman, then that would make you one. There is no question. If you are of mixed race and one parent is from the Caribbean and one parent is from America, like I believe that is Amanda Seals' situation, if my memory serves me correct. I think she has one foundational Black American parent. Makes her a foundational Black American if that's the case. So we have people now trying to go back and ask these silly questions that have been answered over the past. There's been 2 foundational Black American rallies. The other group that has had the National Reparations League, they had their rally. There were some times when there was questionable times because certain people didn't know other groups or cliques of people, associations or whatnot. But here's the point. Our agenda is reparations. Our agenda is Black empowerment, and our agenda is justice. Our agenda is voting against benign neglect being furthered against Black America. If the powers that be that are there, that are now running this campaign for Kamala Harris, think that it'll be okay for them to ignore us, they are wrong. So, as I was saying, you have a lot of these outsiders that think they can tell us where our political position should be, and also try to tell us to set our political agenda aside for some other vague, non-agenda reason. And that's thoroughly being rejected. I can speak for myself. beatzillapdx official, the beatzillapdx official channel. Those of you in the chat or in the comments, the grassroots, the voices of new Black media. Pretty sure it is safe to say, but I speak for all parties involved, that if you think we would ever be involved with putting our agenda aside for Kamala Harris, we proudly dedicate this song to you.
Get up off of that cocaine and get up off of that crack. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
Peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon each and every one of you. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay Black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, Black first, Black first. Shalom, y'all. Peace.